out so far. I'm expecting at least one respect ban from each side, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, Untitled is also the team that played Bakshia, isn't it?
Yeah. So it kind of reveals that they are reliable onto that utility kind of junglers as well as the assassins. We did see, I do believe we did see some assassins. The Suyo, he is a fighter, but still utility type. I won't actually say it because he has the mobility that the team is actually going to be needing. And Suyo being an S tier jungler can be a priority pick for the side of Team Untitled or maybe Team Emperors as well. But they have decided to ban out for the Hayabusa ban first. So, mostly onto the banning phase, we see the flex bans coming up. But for now, it is the Hayabusa, a guaranteed jungler, followed by the Mathila too. So they are just going on to the regular drafts, I would say, because these are the heroes that has been quite dominating the meta.
Absolutely. And looks like that the Kalia is the one who's actually going for. I mean, Untitled is the one who's going for the Kalia ban, so that means they're gonna go for something else entirely on to the first pick. It could. What do you think? I feel like it could possibly be maybe a Badang, but at the same time, maybe not. But I have seen Untitled pick up Badang repeatedly, so it is very possible they ban out the Kalia, so there's no choke ban that could be coming in from Emperors. And so far, Emperors also knowing very well that Untitled likes to play that Jawhead. Like, they pick up the Baxia, and you think they're gonna pick up a healer? No, they pick up they of course they pick up the Jawhead again. Signature pick for Joker. So I feel like that's a really good respect ban, and this is what I was talking about, and it's really nice to see. But let's see if the Zushin is gonna be laid out open, because if it is, it might spell trouble for either side. But I feel like Untitled is well prepared if there's a Zushin, honestly.
I do agree. And Emperors apparently they are banning out the Rome priority ban is there actually. The Jawhead and the Matilda, which would have been going on onto the Rome. Jawhead, damage Jawhead is also viable for the rank scene, but tournaments, nah, it's not going to be working. So Emperors are going out with the Roma priority bans, I would say. And Untitled, they have the flex bans as well as a jungler ban. Apparently, the Lucas would have been going on onto the EXP as well as onto the jungle, but onto the Mythic Showdown, we mostly see Lucas going onto the jungle. And if he was picked out, then they would be having that early game advantage because of the Sacred Beast form and Emperors. Look at them just banning out the Roma kind of potential heroes.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. Targeting it. Oh,
Oh,
there I said it. Told you the Badam is coming. I call him Badam, okay? It's Badam
Badam.
from now
Yep.
on. No more Badang, guys. It's Badam Punch. But yeah, I was right. It was the Badam. And right now, looking at it, the Zushin is laid out open, but at the same time, it's a risk because, of course, the Badam will just straight up go in where the Flicker second skill, and Zushin will just be forced to retreat. And once Zushin retreats from the team fight, I mean, if your mage is retreating from the team fight, she's gonna be no help to you. So maybe something else entirely would be much better. But let's see. Honestly, I'm predicting Emperors, at least maybe they will pick up their EXP laner and mid laner right now. If not, there we go. They pick up the Kimi, and oh my god, am I so precise? Best analyst guys in India. But yeah, just joking. I'm just taking place for Zero. Come on, pick up the pace, Zero. Tell your train to go faster. But yeah, there. Oh my god, what is
Oh,
this? First
oh,
time
oh,
Penny
oh, oh,
debut in
oh.
Mythic Showdown Season 1, and it's coming from a team that actually plays a Bakshia jungle nonetheless.
Nah, they are just trolling you at this point. Like maybe they just heard you saying that these guys only go out for utility. Let me show you the Fanny, and here comes the Fanny from the side. So yeah, the to answer the Fanny, they have decided to go out with the Brethren, which is a utility once again. But okay, I do believe Untitled they might be trying to pan out the floor in this time because Roma is yet to be picked out, and
Yeah, this is what I dislike,
yeah.
honestly. Why
Fazil is
why not pick up the
also,
Florin?
yeah, they would have been going out for the
Yeah,
Florin actually.
yeah. I don't know the hesitation. Like, of course it's gonna get banned out. Like the Fredrin. I mean, if you're thinking of picking up the Fredrin, right? Like, oh, Fredrin is a good counter for the Fanny. Why not commit to the Florin? Even if Fredrin is banned out, you can go for the Alpha. I am not really sure why they don't
Oh,
wanna prioritize the healer, because I feel like not having a healer is going to lessen the impact of their overall. Because look at that, 2 global heals have already been taken out, and right now they have to go for raw damage, because I don't think Rafaela is a good option. If they pick up the Estes, they're kind of screwed either way. So yeah, I feel like at the end it should be a Kimi mid lane with a Moskov MM, because I feel like if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have. I mean, Moskov will struggle against the Harriet, but hey, he's not gonna struggle against the Fanny, is he?
Nah. Moscow, against the Fanny, he kind of works out because of his mobility as well as of the spear, the stuns he does. But Fredrin with a high low storm, it is kind of questionable. You will be having the revitalize as
There we
your,
go.
healing, healing, what do you call it? The heals will only be provided by the revitalize as well as the glorious pathway. But they have decided to go on with the Carmela as well as the Eve. So, as soon as the Curse of Blood lands, they can be directly go. Daki can directly go out with the real one manipulation and completely change the pace of the team fight. So I do believe Untitled Fanny can go 1v1 and actually get a kill and go out. But other of them, they are mostly team fight reliant.
Mm-hmm. It's also the fact that they have okay.
Oh,
Beatrix.
Beatrix.
Beatrix wins against the lane of Hareth. That's the truth,
Yeah.
actually. So I think this works, but at the same time, you're kinda nah. Beatrix is actually funny enough. I mean, we know Beatrix. This girl is the root of all evil. But yeah, jokes aside, the Beatrix. I feel like it's an extremely solid pick. And funny enough, even if we consider out all the other picks, I just feel like if the first 3 frontliners just do their job properly and dodge out the skills of the Carmilla Eve combo that's going to be coming up with the RWM, it's an extremely solid lineup. The only thing they need to do is protect Beatrix at any cost, and I just feel like this Beatrix can be the key to victory easily, because a Fanny cannot win against Beatrix in the late phase.
Yeah, and Beatrix, if that is only going to be happening actually realistically, if Beatrix is able to, farm up compared to that Harith. And onto the laning phase, you did say that the Beatrix is going to be winning, but she needs to be really careful of her positioning because you have a Fanny for the opponent side.
Absolutely.
But I guess we are back onto the Land of Dawn, Untitled against Team Emperors, and this is going to be a BO3. Emperors, it is not a do or die, but Untitles, it will be securing them they will be securing the further slots. We are back, and just enjoy the action.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the land of dawn of course, Mythic Showdown Season 1. This is the last day of the wildcard stages, and this is not the last match. The last match is going to be after this one, but this one is the before one. But yeah, jokes aside, this is going to be Untitled versus Emperor, and this is a best of 3 series. Untitled needs 1 win to secure the spot into, of course. Oh, look at that. Itami, you want to take it over?
Oh, first blood already. The aggression coming up from that Fanny, and looks like they are just not just ganking on the lane, but they are getting the trees for their side as well. That was actually a good initiation coming up from the side of Team Untitled. So a good start by far.
Oh, nice. So, do you want to take over the team fights, or do you want me to take over Itami? I'm fine with anything, but yeah. Oh, what's happening into the mid lane?
Joker just goes down onto the process, and yep, I'll go with the analysis, I guess. So, hype it up for me. So the turtle will be spawning, and Untitled as well as Emperors, they got the treat, but I do believe Untitled will be having a better advantage in terms of the turtle, and they will just be retreating it out. The turtle yet to be spawned, and I guess Fredrin as well as the Phobius and the Kimi, they can be starting it out, but look at the zoning coming up from Daki as well as Nichchan.
Of course.
Oh.
Into the bottom lane, a lot of poking, but yeah, this is just a classic rotation of getting to level 4. But yeah, Phobius, what was that? You could have retreated, but no, he wanted to be a Rambo and got in there's Joker, but he's the one being clowned right now, and I feel like that was completely unnecessary. And they're gonna lose this turtle fight, also considering Fredrin is nowhere nearby. And also, today I'm Zevo for some reason, guys, but of course, jokes aside, I'm just the host covering up for Zevo, who's very late. I'm gonna be rubbing it in her face, okay? But yeah, 2 for 1, and turtle gotten as well.
2 for 1, as well as the turtle going for the side. So by far Untitled are having a great start. Even if Emperors they have a utility jungler, he is not initiating onto those team fights. Oh my god. An off camp kill, Kimmy gets taken down onto the purple buff. There is some invades going around.
Oh my god, Phobius alone trying to buy out some soul time, but he's not able to do so. Fredrin does come in, but the CC is just not enough yet. But Phobius goes in ham with the RWM coming into the spot as well. There is Fredrin. Phobius right in, and he gets taken down instead, so far away. The Infernal pursued for a little bit too long and got taken down. 5-1 score, just under 4 minutes.
Oh my god. The Phobius, he was kind of guaranteed that he will be getting the kill onto the Fanny, but I guess that is most probably because of the farm gap that they have, and Fanny has a better farm compared to the Phobius, so that is the reason why C got the kill. And looks like Untitled, they are having quite of a lead, almost over 3k. Looks like the Beatrix, he can be ganked out by Joker anytime.
But yeah, so far the Fanny looks well prepared. Looks like wants a marksman feast, but of course Beatrix getting the vision will be able to go out of the zone. But looks like this is gonna be a free turret because five members into the top lane. The zone out is immaculate. There is just nothing they can do to stop this. And Untitled playing a very objective game, and they're just gonna be able to do it. Fredrin wants a little bit of action, but no, he also needs to retreat back. And so far a lot of poke left and right, but some action. Yes or no? No. There's just a lot of poking, but Barang looks like he's prepared. Might go in for the Phobius again. Only one is the only one getting taken down each time. But right now the Harriet with the Zaman force dishing out the damage. RW into the spot as well. The Fanny goes in with the Cutthroat. Takes out Relo MLBB YT, and right now dishing out the damage to Beatrix, but not enough. Hylos is the one getting melted down. And there's the wall as well. Nishchin takes the kill. Fredrin, why are you trying to run from there? There's the wall. You can move around it. But yeah, we've all been there in those panic situations, but Untitled leading a very snowball game with their draft. Of course, the Fanny is working out really well.
Yeah, they went out for the comfort, and the comfort is actually paying them off. Oh my god, this Fanny was berserk, but finally they shut down. A 1-for-1. Looks like they will be engaging.
I'm drinking water, sorry.
Oh, Ray might. Okay, the guy is Ray as well, and Ray gets taken down onto the process.
Yeah, I would be taken down too if I didn't drink water. Stay hydrated, guys.
Yeah, only one is the only one trying to gank up once again, as you said, and the flicker has been forced out by him, and somehow, he won't be able to just sustain the damage. He needs to be going back, and the turtle has been spawned, but I guess Fanny, she will be taking her time considering the fact she has the farm as well as the lead favoring for their side. They are not actually over-engaging onto any team fights, but if Team Emperors decides to engage, it will still be Team Untitled with the better trade.
Absolutely, and you were absolutely right with the Kimmy, because I play Kimmy okay, and let me tell you, the hero that scares me the most is genuinely a Fanny. Look at that. She can try to go across the wall, but if there was no Fredrin, Fanny would have committed. But yeah, right now Fredrin is the one who's stuck in a void right now, because it's gonna be Void who's gonna be put into a void, and they have to wait until he can resurrect himself and come back. Right now looks like the side of Untitled, they don't want to go for the turtle perhaps, they want to go for the Lord. They want to end this game immediately as soon as possible. Daki, look at that HP. Carmilla going ham, quite Rambo. There's no Sicilian, but she has HP.
Yeah. And HP as well as initiation wise, sustainability, there actually will be there, and Joker, he just needs a good curse of blood to be okay. Dealing out the damage, that was an overextension, and the Fanny will be going down onto the process. One thing about Team Emperors, they have the crowd control, so she needs to be making sure it is actually baited out. Okay, Joker, there's the initiation.
There's the initiation, the Curse of Blood misses out, but there's the Barang coming up with the fisting. This is all the damage. Ray gets taken down. Right now the Kimmy comes in with the ult as well, that missile, but Harriet has to go back. Daki, what are you doing? You're still... Okay, had the flicker, so was able to make out and survives at 1 HP. Barely scripting it off. Void has to retreat, and so does all of the members, but 2-for-2 trade, and Untitled is still on the lead, so it was not a big of an issue, and looks like I was right. They're gonna go for the Lord immediately. No turtles. There's no turtle soup for you, Harriet. Better stay back.
Yeah, and I do believe they will just be waiting out for that 8th minute Lords because that will be more worth it. And Fanny, she is just taking her time trying to get her buffs as much as possible in order to be more initiating onto those team fights. This Yves pick is actually a cherry on top, I believe, because she is a continuous kind of a magic damage dealer. She is not the burst, and as soon as you combine it with the glowing as well as the ice queen, she will be able to dish out a lot against a utility jungler. So if you don't have the mobility, the Eve is going to be working out, and that is what exactly is happening. Daki is doing quite well onto that Eve, and looks like it will be an uncontested dot for the side of Team Untitled.
This is gonna be an... Oh, that rocket. It needed to be a
Oh.
little bit closer. Sadly, it's not, but... There we go, the Lord being taken, Lord slain, and oh, Fanny wants some ham for it, but no, it's just a void. Has to go back, 13-5 score. But right now, I mean, Kaimegu knows he's already done his job, got the early snowball, and it's basically Shane's game, and Shane can do its best because 303 is well prepared. It's a Harris, but right now, let's see, Lord's gonna be marching down from the top lane.
Yeah, and looks like the Lord will be spawning out from the top, and the lane, the towers, they do have the advantage, but there is the initiation might be coming up. Ray as well as the Fove is going back.
Holy One
Oh.
has to go back first time this time around. There's the RWM and
Oh my
beautiful!
goodness.
That was a beautiful Curse of Blood connecting 4 members, and all of them had to flicker out of the situations. Relo was the one to use his, of course, the first skill to get out of it. So still has the flicker, but that flicker is not going to be helping that much. Look at the damage alone that's coming in from Eve, forcing back so much. Void right now, what can he do? Ray. None of them have any resources except for, of course, the Revitalize, but how can it defend? There comes the Shane with the Holy Crystal, and looks like this is gonna be the end for the first game. Right now, Void trying to buy out some time. Shane already with his Aman Force dishing out the damage. Fovi is trying to buy out as much as time, but it's gonna be enough or not. There's the full barrage that's come in from the Beatrix, but it's not gonna be enough either. Only one gets taken down along with Void, and 2 turrets might be falling right now immediately. Okay, Relo, MLBB, YT really wants to do something about it, but Team Untitled are just relentless. But looks like they have to go back for now at least. But mid lane, there's the minions coming in.
Yeah, and looks like they will be giving the priority for the push, because the high-low sustainability is there, but he might not be able to do so.
Oh, Shane, that was a very bad mistake, diving straight into the nuke of Kimmy. But a positive trade, I would say. A marksman for a marksman. They take down one who just got the 5 kills. Right now, Daki, better watch out. But yep, she watches out because there's 2 really good frontliners taking care of her. Fanny really looks like she wants to come in back for another action, but there's already 2 inhibitors getting taken down. So Emperors, what do they have in store? Oh, Fanny takes down Void. Shouldn't have stayed in that low HP at all, and immediately goes back, of course, taking his purple. Man took his life and now taking his purple. That is a very bad humiliation, but yeah. There's only 1 inhibitor standing, and Team Emperor is just gonna be waiting for their inevitable finish. Because look at that, only one getting stuck again, alone by himself. Please, someone do something about him. But oh, Hylos comes in, but there's the Kimi dishing out the damage, but might be finally... No, Joker barely survives the scrapes at all, but there's a Fanny. Oh my god, a Fanny was almost able to take down a horse. You don't want to see that. That is really... Void right now getting stuck into the wall again. So much slow, so much damage, but there's the Phobias coming back again. RWM into the scene. The Harry dishes out the damage with his Amant Force. The Chrono dashes. And right now, they will go back. The Lord is up. They can go for the hard way, just push in the pace because there's 2 members down, or they can wait for the Lord. Let's see. The Fanny has not responded yet. The Carmel is still waiting. Shane perhaps wants to go in. He's a little bit enthusiastic about it, but let's see. Looks like they want to go in for the base, do they? Yeah, I think they want to go in for the base. 5 members coming towards the nexus of Emperor, but they realize it's just no minion waves. They have to go for the safe option.
Yeah, it would be better they go out for the objective priority. And one thing I would like to highlight for the side of Team Emperors, Beatrix is on 511 KDA. So damage wise, I do believe she is the main damage source with the Kimi as well. But okay, they will be trying to commit, I guess.
They tried to commit, but was it just enough? It might not be, because Shane takes down only one again, but he won't be the only one falling because it's a double kill. One really doing his absolute best, but of course at 1 HP, what can you do? Oh, trying to buy a time, but He's the only one standing. The only thing he can do. Oh,
No!
close goal
Look at the
kick
guy.
in. Look at the life steal. He could be an MVP, but
Oh
sadly he's
no!
on the rocket.
The
That was
kill.
close. That was
Yeah, that
close,
was
but
close.
one. What can you do? Your base is already exposed and it got taken down completely.
Uh, so unfortunate, man. But kudos to him as well. But still, it will be Team Untitled taking the game, as well as this is, I guess, this is the confirmation for them that they have made this space, like they have made their slot onto the Swiss stage, and they will be competing onto the Swiss stage as well. But the BOC is not yet over. They only needed one win, as you mentioned, and they got it. So Untitled, let's see what they have in store onto the second game. Meanwhile, Team Emperors, I guess, the drafting, they decided to go out with the utility jungler, but their drafting kind of crumbled up as the Florin as well as the support bands were coming up onto the second phase. So as you mentioned, onto the first phases of the pick, it would be better if they went out for the support and the Fredrin. Maybe the scenarios would have been different, but Untitled will be taking the game number one.
Yep, definitely. And no, Zero, I won't welcome you. You're welcome into the next game, okay? Yeah. But yeah, you stay there. No, you stay there. But of course, Zero will be joining us from the second game. But wait a second. I just want to confirm with our production, of course. Will we see the results screen or will we take a break? If it's a break, please go for it. But yeah, if it's a result screen, Zero, yeah, Zero, join us. Her train was extremely slow. Zero, were you able to witness the game?
Oh, I was there around the last part of the game where they
Uh-huh.
were supposed to take the Lord, but then again I could not really pay attention because oh my goodness, I was hearing you guys talk and it does seem like it was quite the heated match, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, overall it was really exciting to hear.
Don't go out in Guwahati during Saturday, guys. Especially in the evening. You're gonna be stuck there forever. Zio went out at morning 10 a.m. and she has not returned until now. That is insane, guys. But yeah, that is metrocity for you guys. A lot of jam, a lot of insane jam. But anyways, this was I feel like Untitled led with a very dominating game, and of course that Fanny pick was. I feel like they were not prepared to deal with it. Absolutely not. And I also feel like the execution part is a little bit lacking. Honestly, Itami, what do you think?
Yeah, because I think it's the execution as well as the draft. Because as I said already, a support combined with a Fredrin would have been better compared to the Hydos room. The initiations they were trying to initiate, but at that point, the farm difference was way too much. And even if they committed with those team fights, it was not working out for them at all. The Fredrin sustainability was definitely not there because the Fanny was overfarmed. And as soon as the team fight was approaching, Carmela, she came up with the Curse of Blood, and Darky just combined it with the real world manipulation play. And being a Eve, you have the advantage against the utility kind as well as the roamer. So they had the advantage and they made full use of it.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, Zio cannot do any input because she was out. No, it was not a good delivered pun. Okay, but I just feel like Emperors, regardless that they're out of the competition, their participation, of course, into wildcard stage was, of course, it is valued. They were here and they gave a lot of great performances with other teams. They came in a little bit short, but of course, we're gonna be looking out for them in other tournaments. I feel like the draft isn't that bad. It can be improved. Like let's say 6 out of 10. But I feel like the execution is honestly falling off a little bit short. They need to play a little bit aggressive on some parts, and they also need to have a lot more synergy. I feel like the synergy is quite less, but it's okay. It's a wildcard stage, and this is where wild teams come in with new strategies and give us things that we would love to see. But of course, I'm just yapping here because I want to see the result screen, because I feel like the MPP was a close one between the Fanny and Shane, but Kaimiku at the end was very Rambo. He was going all in many times because he knew if he dies, there's no issue. The bounty is already gone. All he needs to do is make space for his team or at least take down the Kimi by himself. And he did it really well.
Exactly, and they actually didn't have that much chance to engage. And the early game aggression actually, as soon as the game started, Fanny, she had the buffs and she directly went out for the Fredrin when he was trying to take out his purple. So maybe if he had some support out there, then the first blood wouldn't have been drawn, and the early game advantage would have different kind of consequences. But unfortunate for them, man. And I do hope Untitled, if you are going out for the utility, make sure that you are going to be picking out the support as soon as possible, because leaving it out for the second phase of the draft is only going to make them ban them out. So it is so obvious for the Fredrin, you can be going out with the Matilda and the Florin, and they just banned it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of it, I don't think their draft were that bad. Their draft was actually good, but yeah, I would argue that the fourth ban was a little unnecessary because, but at the same time, I feel like yeah, you can't downplay a Gatot Kacha either. But I feel like oh, there we go, the result screen, 12 minutes 43 seconds, and Zio, I think you can join us right now. Give us analysis. Come on, by what you see.
Oh, looking at the results screen, we do see Badang. He been playing it out quite well, right? Being the front line paired with that Carmilla up as well. I think as you guys were mentioning, Daki along with Joker with the Carmilla Eve combo, right? I think it did work out really, really well in their favor. And the score is just 25-8. That is quite a